Everybody, and welcome back to another Farming Simulator 22 how-to video. Today we're going to talk about all things pigs. So pigs are a little interesting, and they're just like horses with respect to feeding. So if you saw the horses video, this video is basically going to be kind of along the same lines with respect to the food, because pigs require multiple food sources. This video was recorded as of version 1.1.1.0. If the game has latter been updated and you're watching this now and the game version is something greater than that, then some of the content in this video may not apply. So here we are. This is the large pigsty, and I've gone ahead and acquired 240 pigs. I did that 2 days ago. And I fed them pig food, and I put straw in their pen. And then I fast forwarded 2 days. So that is where we are right now. That's why the HUD up there says October. Now let's go and kind of just check out this pig pen, and then we'll check out the other pig pens that are available in game and move on with the video. So we have the large pig stall. This pig stall is capable of holding 270 pigs. I happen to have 240 in there right now. This is where you're going to dump your straw and your pig food or other food sources. Now with FS22, the pig area and the cow areas do not come with manure piles. This has been placed individually of the pig pen, and you'll notice it is empty. No manure has spawned in here, and quite frankly, I'm not really sure how to get manure to spawn in here. I'm not really sure what's going on. We're going to have to figure this out. We're going to try to figure this out in this video. Then we have our slurry point here. What really confuses me is this. That really confuses me. I'm not really sure why it's there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the other pig pens that are available in game. So we go to buildings, animals, pigs, and we got to the build mode with Shift P. We have the big pig pen, $164,000. Then we have the regular pigsty, $109,000. Can freely rotate this 360 degrees. So I'm going to put this right here. And then we have the pig pasture, the outside variant. Again, we can rotate this 360 degrees. I'm going to put it right here. It will hold 30 pigs. Now, let's go over here to buildings, silos. This is the manure heap I put down. Okay, that's the one I put down, and it only rotates in one of 4 different directions because it has a manure spawn area. Things that spawn in heaps have to be oriented in one of 4 different directions. Now there's also silo extension, and this one, silo to store manure, manure heap extension. It also has that icon. We have liquid manure extension, small and large. That is basically all we have. We go to animals, there is no other thing to put down for manure. So again, over here, I placed this. That is that. Then over here, I think just for funsies' sake, I'll place this. Just for funsies, we're going to place the extension there. Okay. Now let's go over here and just explore. We've got the same slurry point right there. We've got our manure that we put down. Maybe we'll get manure show up there. We have our buy point for our pigs, and then we have our dump station for our pigs. If we buy our pigs here, we'll have to pay a transport fee. If we buy pigs up at the animal dealer, John Elm Creek is right here, then we can bring a trailer and park it here and then pick up animals at no cost. If we do that, we're going to need to have an animal trailer. So we've got trailers and then animal transport. We have one option base game, and that is the Wilson Trailer Silver Star. It will hold 36 pigs right there. So you'll need a semi to haul that. Let's get back over here. Then we have the outside pig pasture. We have the food area, which has 3 segments. The water area, which has 2 segments, and then the pig drop-off point for this one. So let's talk about our pigs. We have 3 different types of pigs and 2 different ages each. So we have German landrace, our landrace, okay? These are newborn pigs, 0 months old, 4 months to reproduce. They're going to cost us $200 a piece. Then we have 6-month-old pigs that are again going to take 4 months to reproduce, to $416 a piece. We have the Bethlehem Black Pied, okay, or Bethlehem Black Pied. They are newborn at $200. Then we have the 6-month-old variant at $416. Berkshire at $200 for newborns, and Berkshire again at 6 months, $416. I've iterated through all of these. They eat the same amount of food. They reproduce at the same rate. They are, in essence, just visually different pigs. There's no other difference as far as overall production. The 6-month-old pigs will start to reproduce right away. Your newborn pigs will start to reproduce when they are 6 months old, and they are going to reproduce on a cycle of every 4 months. Your pigs are going to double. Just plain and simple. Your pigs are going to double every 4 months, assuming you start out with 6-month-old pigs. Let's go ahead and get some German landrace. So we're going to double click here, and then we can increment up to 30. I'm going to get 15 just for fun's sake. Buy. And there they are. Over here, let's go ahead and get some pigs. 108. Let's get just 15 again, just for comparison purposes. There we go. And there they are. So let's talk about feeding these jokers and what we need to do there. So we can buy prepared pig food in 2 different forms. We have a big bag of pig food, or we have a big bag pallet of pig food. Both of these are 1,000 liters. You're going to find them in the shop. Under objects, big bag pallets, we have 1,000 liters of pig food for $1,000. Then under big bags, we have pig food, 1,000 liters of pig food for $900. So a little bit cheaper for the big bag variant. If you're going to feed the big bag, you're going to need the big bag carrier, which again is going to be available in the shop. We go to tools and then front loader tools. We'll scroll over here until we see the big bag lifter single version or dual. We have the single version, and you may prefer to use this. You could use pallet forks to carry the big bags, but what's neat about this is you can cue to connect, and now these are connected together. It's not going to fall off. And if we feed the pig food like so, you'll see the pig food kind of fill up the trough. Bag's going to get smaller. The pigs are going to get a little excited. So that is feeding the big bag. To feed the pallet, you're going to need to have pallet forks. Like so. Again, they're going to take it right here. It's going to just pour out of the bottom. When it's empty, it will vanish. The outside pig area does not require straw. Therefore, it will not produce slurry or manure. You will get no slurry or manure from the outside pig pen. Oops. Let's talk about straw for the pig building. We're not going to need hay for this video. Get straw water here. Let's go ahead and get water for our outside pigs. So we hit the overloading, we hit I, you'll see the water filling up there. We don't need water for the buildings because the buildings have water kind of piped in. And the straw for our medium-sized pigsty is going to go right here. If we drop this, you're going to notice the area there is going to fill up with straw. Just like that. The bale will vanish slowly. So now they have straw. Now let's take a look at the smallest pig area here. So we have the pig pasture. Water, you can see their food amount here. 2,000 liters. We're still in the red for total. Base food, 9, basically 1,000 liters. Grain is 500 liters. Protein is 400. Root crops is 10. Now, if we come down here and look at effectiveness, we have base food, which is corn or sorghum. They are 50% effectiveness there. We have wheat and barley for our grain. That provides 25% effectiveness. Soybeans, canola, sunflowers provide 20% effectiveness. And potatoes and sugar beet provide 5% effectiveness. Now, ideally, you would feed pig food because of how the game is working at the moment. I consider the way the game is working at the moment to be buggy. Okay? I am thinking pig food and horse feeding and cow feeding is not how it's intended. If it is how it's intended, I think it's going to be confusing for the player. But I would not be surprised if this changes in a future update. So I'm going to come over here to the big pigsty for a reason. If we take a look here at the big pigsty, I fed these guys pig food 2 days ago. They are down to about halfway. So when you have a lot of pigs, then you can basically consider maybe about 4 days worth of food in this trough. You're going to see they're 8 months old. We bought them when they were 6 months old. Reproduction is 50%. 2 more days, we're going to have 270 pigs because we will be running out of space. So let me overload this and watch this chart. Okay, we're overloading. We're going to start dumping in. It's jumping up. Each of these columns are going to be jumping up an increment. Okay, now when this is 100%, as it is right now, now it is full at 85,000 liters. And like I said, the piggies get a little excited. Somehow they manage to just run around outside, but okay, we're just going to ignore that. Now, I'm just going to park this trailer right here. I have a trailer of barley over here, specifically prepared to demonstrate this little point. Our pig food is at 100%. Okay, that's the total food, 100%. But you'll notice that all of the food columns below it are nowhere close to 100%. Closest would be base food, which is corn or sorghum, at 50%. Remember, that is the effectiveness, 50%. Interesting. When we come up here, hit I, no more capacity for barley. No spare capacity for barley. Barley is a grain column. It is pretty low. It's in the red. We can't feed them barley because our total is 100%. This is the bug that I think exists for any animal that has multiple food sources. I'm bringing it up here because we start in August. We're going to be harvesting our barley and our wheat. Then we're going to move on to our canola, our sunflowers, root crops, and corn and sorghum. So all of these food sources are going to be happily available to us within a few days of us starting, or a few months of us starting our gameplay. We could buy pigs and start with pigs because we would have enough food. Prior to FS22, we could come in here with a trailer load of corn and dump it until it said it was full. And then this would say full. And we would have 50% effectiveness. Our overall health and productivity would be, the productivity would be about 50% and such. Then when we harvested our wheat, we could come in here and fill a column up with wheat, and our productivity would go up a little bit to, let's say, 75%, and so forth. Now, if you fill any one food source to 100%, like we're going to demonstrate right here, you will not be able to add any more food until the pigs eat some down. So here we are. There's no food in this trough. Dump in our barley. We're going to watch our grain column here increase with the food total. So now barley is 100% at 34,000 liters. Total is at 100% for 34,000 liters. Let's say we just finished harvesting our sunflower field. No, not our sunflower field. What is it? Our sunflower field. We're bringing over a trailer of sunflowers. Let's see what's going to happen. You ready? Sunflower is not accepted here. What? It says protein, sunflowers. Sunflower is not accepted here. You know why? I think you do. I think you're following along pretty closely here. Because our food is totally full. Yeah. So let's advance time. Let's get a little time under our clock, under our heads. And I'll come back at noon. As the bells toll noon, let's go ahead and see where we sit with respect to our food. So we are sitting at 33,943. They have eaten down a little bit of food. Now, looky here. Sunflowers is suddenly accepted. A little shot, and that's about it. Oh, there we go. A little, And we're done. Look, 56 liters of protein. Back to 34,000 liters. So, if you're feeding pig food, congratulations. You have the easiest way of feeding food. You just dump it in until it says it's full. Because it will automatically fill each individual pig food source, the proper percentages. If you are feeding manually the individual food sources, welcome to hell. Your life is now going to be impossible because you're going to be trying to figure out how much to dump in so that you can try to maximize your health of your animals by allowing you to have maize or sunflowers, corn or sorghum, wheat or barley, and a protein in canola, sunflowers, or soybeans. And if you happen to be also bothering with potatoes or sugar beets, then you'll also be having to dribble a little bit of those in order to make sure that you have enough food in all the troughs, but not too much food in all the troughs, so you can actually supply food in all the troughs. If you accidentally overfill or completely fill the food trough with one particular source of food, then you have to wait until the pigs feed down that food source in order to add other food sources. Now, remember my problem with manure? It is no more. Congratulations. We have figured it out, everybody. Let's see if we can't, well, just give me a round of applause, all right? We have manure. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. You all are so kind. We have manure. The secret is the Manure Heap extension. Yeah, that's it. You got to put the extension down in order for a manure to spawn for your pigs or cows. Okay, that's surprising me. It doesn't make sense to me. I would have thought that you would put down the Manure Heap, not the extension, but okay, we'll just flow with it. So the Manure Heap extension is what you put down in order to have your manure spawn for your pigs or cows. That's going to be under build mode, under silo extensions, right there, $25,000, 4 million liters. You can also put down liquid manure extension tanks to extend the capacity of the slurry that is stored there. Over here, we have our manure heap, which we put down under silos, and it will not link up with the pigs, and therefore it will not cause manure to spawn. So let's put that right here. Now we have our extension down. We'll go to here and remove that one. Like so. And let's go ahead and fast forward to tomorrow. It's November. It's been 3 months since we put down this large pig pen. They are pretty darn close to reproducing. Let's see. Do we have manure? Yes, we do, everybody. Yay, we figured that problem out. And over here, we have more manure. Yes. And we can, bet you, feed more sunflowers. Let's look here before we do it. So they've eaten down a little bit. They've eaten all their protein, though. So now we're going to basically give them another little trickle. Just a little shot. Like that. And now, look, 337 liters. We're going to be a long time fixing our mistake. A long time fixing our mistake. And you know what? Our productivity is suffering greatly for it. We have 0 reproduction. We have 0 health because we messed up and filled all of our food availability with grain. that we can't take out. That is a problem. Here is our pig pasture, 100% productivity, 100% health. We are reproducing. We're 25% of the way there. 4 more days, we will double our pigs. We'll have 30. We fed them pig food. We need to feed them some more pig food, keep them full. Our big pig area, we need to give them some pig food. You see our straw is going down. Our slurry is going up. We have 1 more day until they will reproduce. And then at that point, we will have 270 pigs in that one because we will have maximized our pig capacity. So guys, that is it. That is pretty much everything that I wanted to cover with respect to pigs, given the fact that they reproduce every 4 months. And they will then produce piglets that will have to age to 6 months. But these will still reproduce in 4 months. Okay, you're going to want to start out with a small number of pigs, or you're going to have to stay on top of it and basically, let's say, sell off all your piglets every few months to make room for new pigs. The little pigsty here is nice, but its capacity at only 30, given the way the pigs are reproducing every 4 months, is really going to hamper you. The medium building isn't too terrible bad. The fact that it holds 108. But again, I really wouldn't get more than maybe 25, 40 pigs. Because in 4 months, your 40 pigs are going to be 80 pigs. 4 months after that, your 80 pigs are going to be 120 pigs. 2 months after that, your piglets from the first batch will then start to reproduce. Okay. 2 months after that, you will have another 40 pigs. 2 months after that, you will have another 40 pigs. And basically, at that point, you're going to have 40 new pigs every 2 months until you clear them out, because you're going to be on that rotation of the first batch of piglets are going to be 2 months behind with pumping out piglets as your original pigs are. And then, yeah, it's just going to explode. Your pig population is going to utterly explode. So you need to stay on top of it because they do reproduce very, very quickly. Best I can tell, seasonal cycles does not change pig reproduction at all. Okay. Another summary: to get Manure Spawn, you have to put down the Manure Heap extension. And that is going to be found under Buildings and Silo extensions. It needs to be somewhere close to the pigsty. I don't know how far apart it can be. It just needs to be somewhere close. I have placed it here conveniently fairly close just to make sure it works. So if you place it, it's not spawning. You've given them straw because you need straw for manure to spawn. That's another caveat. Then you're going to have to maybe move that closer if it's not spawning for you. This is going to be your slurry draw out point. Slurry does have a finite storage capacity. Once you've reached that, you're not going to get any more slurry. You can put down a slurry extension, and then it will extend the capacity of this one. So that is good to know. And like I said, your best idea is to feed pig food if you can afford it. If you can't feed pig food, then be very, very careful when you're feeding individual food sources that you do not overfill. Because if you get them to 100%, like we demonstrated here with this pigsty, it's going to be a long time, depending on how many pigs you have, before you're going to be able to get production up to a point that they're going to start reproducing. And that's the whole reason you have pigs. Pigs, the profit in pigs are the reproduction. So there you go, guys. I hope that has cleared up some information that you have been wanting to know with respect to pigs, pig feeding, and probably more importantly, how to get that darn manure to spawn. Right? Let me know if you liked the video by clicking the like button, put a comment down there, and let me know if you were having issues with manure spawning or not. you like the video, share it with friends also, and hit that subscribe button, tick the little notification bell, because you want to get notifications on all future uploads about Farm Sim 22 content on the channel that matters. That is right, the FARMER-KLEIN YouTube channel. And until next time, happy farming.